Namaste, my beautiful queens. This will be a very interesting spread. The thing is a spread only consisting of 4 cards. But what I want to do before I even start, girls, before I even start, if this video cuts off, because you know that I have to explain you tons of things, if it's gonna cut off, we will have the second part linked under this one. Why it can cut off? Because I want to use 3 decks. I want to use this deck. I want to use my favorite Arcanum, this deck, and my Wheel of the Year. Why? For each of your men, 3 decks, 3 spreads. What are the questions? Girls, before I start, I want you to choose your deck. So either you use this one, or you are using this one, or you are using this one. This spread consists of only 4 cards. You know, of course, there were times when at the very beginning, when I was deeply impressed by the 12, 25. There are even spreads which are done with 2-3 decks, with which include 50-55 cards. You know, my beautiful queens, the thing is that the skills and the beauty actually come with being able to determine the answer to the question with so-called triplets or even 1 card. I recently showed you the video in which I told you you can ask one question: who am I dealing with? Pull 1 card and know who you're dealing with, what you can expect from this man, what you cannot expect from this man. Should you wait? Should you stay? Should you go? 1 card, 1 question answers you everything. This is 4 questions, my beautiful queens. 4 things: what he wants, what he needs, what he will offer, and outcome of the whole situation. Before we start, what I want you to do, this spread has a funny name. What you need, not what do you need. What you need. Что тебе надо? Что тебе надо in Russian. Что тебе надо. In fact, this is how you pronounce it. Что тебе надо. But if you do the slang, it's what you need and что тебе надо. So 4 questions: what he wants, what he needs, what he will offer, and outcome. This is good for any circumstances in any situation. Even this is a spread you can do before you go on the first day with some dude. What he wants, what, of course, you can add question: who am I dealing with, who he is. But we will do this for. Before we start, I want you yourself to determine the period of time, because in tarot, the more specific you are, the more specific answers you are getting. So determine the period of time yourself: 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, no longer than 1 year. I don't think any of you will determine 1 year, but tarot spreads are done usually and most often for 1 year period of time. It makes absolutely no sense to do more than 1 year, because things are changing, the vibrations are changing, so on and so on. So now choose your deck, and then we will put 4 cards, and then I will tell you. So girls, please put timestamps. I don't have time for that. Thank you very much. We'll do my little ritual of doing the opening the door. Deck number 3, deck number 2, and deck number 1. We will start with this deck. So if you chose this deck, we will go straight into it again. If the video cuts off, let me drink something. If the video cuts off, I am going to link the second part. So first question: what he wants. Wow, King of Swords. What the King of Swords wants, he knows, and he only does what he wants. What he needs. Oh my God, what he needs. A reversed 3 of Swords. Well, that's not good. What he will offer. Let's be lovers. And outcome of the whole situation for the time period you've determined. Reversed Queen of Pentacles. Okay, in 3 words, send him to hell and don't do nothing with him. First of all, what he wants to have fun. Who is the king of first of all, girls, really? If you've chosen this one, you already, the only thing you have to do is get away from him. What he wants, this type of a man is fearless, but this type of a man is sharp, this type of a man is powerful, this type of a man acts, but he only acts from his own wants and needs. What you must understand, he's analytical, he's smart, he is practical, he is brave, he is masculine, he can be fantastic lover, already told you. He can be air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, but this man have anahata heart chakra completely non-functional. Heart feelings, emotions are not his thing. So if he is married and you count on something with him, don't even go there. He will come to you when he feels like, not feels like it, when he wants to. He will come when he wants to. He will leave when he wants to. He doesn't care what you feel sad, or he has lack of empathy. He can be fantastic lover. He's good to sleep with. He's not good to live with. So what he wants from you means that he's interested in you, and he will get he will come to you when he wants, and he will leave you what he doesn't. He is all mysterious. They're so mysterious. He's also mysterious, and the mistake women usually do when with a man like this is they think they can crack him. It's this 50 Shades of Grey, Christian Grey, who gets cracked by true love. That's not a guy who you can crack. Unfortunately, this said card comes next. What he needs, and we are having, like if this was not bad enough in an upright position. This is a classical deck. In classical deck, this card looks like a heart pierced with 3 swords. But as we are dealing here on what he needs to have you temporarily. He does not have empathy, as you see this girl, and he doesn't care what he causes, the pain he causes. Unfortunately, this is a frozen heart. He does not feel other people's pain. What he needs is, the thing is that, what you must understand, because now we have to put these 2 cards together. And what you need to understand, that he had been before you in some relationship where he got, probably got denied. So he didn't get his way. If it was an upright position, we would consider that he's broken-hearted and he needs you to heal his wounds. Unfortunately, the reversed position of this card says that he just needs to, his ego is wounded, his ego is hurt, and he wants just to get his attention to somebody else, and he just need to he just wants to kind of forget the one who denied him, hurt his ego, but for you, unfortunately, nothing good comes to it. What he will offer, you see, we already see right here The arrows of love, the eight of wands. Unfortunately, together with all three, you see, girls, how, for example, this spread is fantastic for using it in you going on a date. You were corresponding online or on Facebook or whatever. You know how many messages I get on Facebook? I don't know. I don't know, hundreds of this. You are so beautiful. You are so beautiful. How about, and if I wanted to communicate with any of them, and it would be too many, I would spend 24 hours a day communicating with men. So of course, what he will offer you a fling. He will offer you this fling, this love fling, spicy something. King can make you feel euphoria. King of Swords can make you feel wanted and needed, and you can feel that it's a chance for love for you. But unfortunately, you see the cards here, and of course the last one of them shows the outcome of this whole situation. Girls, please especially be extra careful if you are Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, because this is the Queen of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Queen. This is you. So the outcome of the whole situation, you're gonna be upside down, you're gonna be broken hearted, you're gonna be disappointed, you're gonna be hurt. So it's a big no if you chose this spread. If, of course, girls, I do not expect it's going to resonate with all of you, but if something rings the bell, because many and many and many of you don't pay attention to red flags and then you cry. Please pay attention to red flags. This even sometimes means illness. This means loss of money. He can, use you even for finances. This means to be betrayed. This means fear. This means cruelty from him. Very upsetting situations. Very painful situation, unexpected betrayal, intrigues. Please, if you want, of course, I can do a spread on your specific situation, but if you chose it, something rings the bell, please pay attention, because I believe truly, if you're watching, like if you watch you randomly, there is nothing randomly, there is no coincidence. If you clicked it, if you chose it, if you asked it, there is something here you need to pay attention to. Maybe it doesn't resonate 100%, but something there you need to pay attention to, because this is the warning. So this, my beautiful queens, number one. We are going to number two, what you need. We are going to use the Wheel of the Year, beautiful deck, one of my favorite, even though I think I don't know which was, this is my favorite. The first one was my favorite because it's everything is falling. This is the one which I use when I do private reading. It's most accurate one. So what you need, what he wants. I'm just looking if I'm not holding it upside down. What he wants. Wow, he wants to have a fun. Boys say he wants to have a fun. What he wants, what he needs. Oh my God. 8 of, well, he needs just to stay where he is. What he will offer, we're having a reversed 10 of swords. And the outcome. The outcome, okay, who is here possibly pregnant? Okay, girls, this is serious. I do not know. Listen, girls, I am pulling out the cards. I'm reading the cards. I'm not here to give you the bad news, or to scare you. You see me. So first of all, what he wants, what are we seeing here? We are having 3 of Cups. We're having 3 women here. So boys wanna have fun. Naturally, you are dealing with some pathological Man who has issues with being addicted to sex or to flings. So if you expect anything serious from him, don't expect nothing serious from him. So you can meet, especially if you met him like on some party or in a bar, on celebration on somebody's birthday or celebration of Halloween or whatever it is. What he wants is he wants to have fun. Unfortunately, he wants to have fun with more than two women in surrounding of this card. This card sometimes can be positive when it is surrounded by other cups and major arcanas, positive cards. Unfortunately, in what we have here, this is a man who you can't count on him to be open. You can't count for him to be faithful. You can't count for him to be committed in relationship to you. So what he wants to have you, and he wants to have other girls as well. What he needs, unfortunately, again, another card. Now we are putting these two together. We're having eight of swords. So we see a sick man and a woman here. So what we having right here, this woman is you. In this particular deck, we are having a boy, a wounded boy. So we have a narcissist, but a narcissist with narcissist which with, oh my god, how to say it, whose narcissism was caused by childhood trauma coming from a mother, denial of a mother, loss of a mother, mother not loving, not wanting him, so on and so on, childhood trauma. So unfortunately, what he finds in multiple women is healing of that trauma he had in childhood. So he needs to be loved. This is why he's dealing with tons of other women. He needs to be loved, and he uses the resources, the love, the care of other women to take the place of his mom, which when he was sick, probably when he was little was not sitting with him, taking care of him, so on and so on. Unfortunately, another thing, he needs that, but he also needs to grow up, and he totally refuses to grow up. So our relationship with this man lead nowhere, because we also have the third party, the third person. Everything collapses, not just because he act like a kid, because he cheats, but because also he constantly have more than one woman. If he is married, then he cheats all the time. If you think you're the only one, he cheats. No, of course. But at the same time, if you deal with a married man, he will stay in his marriage because his wife plays the role as his mom. If he is not married, then he needs, because we look at specifically his relationship with you, what he needs from you. He needs you to be his mom. Give him love, give him attention, but if he misbehaves, you will forgive him everything. This is what he needs. Can you build something with a man like this? Of course not. The third one, what he will offer, this is even scarier. As we see here, please pay attention if you met him in winter time, because swords signify a winter time. The scariest one of them, my beautiful queens, I want you to pay attention, please. As I already said in my previous message, it might not resonate, not everything resonate, but even if 1% of it resonates, please pay attention. Out of all the cards, out of all the 78 cards, this is the scariest of all. As you see here, cemetery, and you see a grave. It is very negative card in upright position. In a reversed position, it becomes a little bit better. a little bit better what it is. It means just the stopping, the stagnation. So what he will offer, you will clearly see that this leads nowhere. In reversed position, it's a situation which you can leave and you can walk away. In this position is the Cancer in Capricorn. So you can leave each other still being friends and still being in kind of peace, because this is reversed. Reversed 10 of swords in upright positions. This is really bad. The thing is that for you, what he will offer, if we have the reverse 10 of swords, means that it's not going to be that he's gonna be playing behind your back. You kind of know, or you kind of will know who you're dealing with. So it's very possible he openly tells you, listen, I like, to date. I meet, communicate with several women, and I like open kind of relationship. I offer you, you're free to do whatever you want. You're free to date other people. I'm free to date other people. So if you don't like it, if you don't want it, if you don't, if you're not satisfied with the way the thing is, then you can just walk away and go away and leave it all. So what he will offer shows that probably he will tell you how the things really are, and you have every right to come out. But girls, this is scaring me. First of all, you see a woman pregnant. So those of you who don't plan to get pregnant, girls, you are big girls. I don't have to tell you that probably you have to do some preventative steps not to get pregnant, because clearly you see a pregnant woman here. This is also autumn. This is also pentacles. But what scares me in outcome of this woman is waiting. Okay, and many of you, because this is not so tragic, will be tempted to wait for him to grow up and to be with you. This waiting can last for months or can last even for years. So if this is the first date with him, or if you just started with this man, you have to understand that you will be waiting for him to grow up and to become mature and choose the way of his life and allow his life to actually to settle down and build something on his life. That is not going to happen anytime soon. So you decide what you want to do with this man. So such an interesting thing here, and hopefully I have enough time for deck number 3. What ya need? What he wants. It's so hard to shuffle. What he wants. He wants a dream. He wants a dream. He doesn't want nothing serious. He wants you to be dreaming, and he will be dreaming what he needs. Why? 9 of Swords, this is what he needs. He needs to get rid of the fears. Let's see what fell out. What he will offer. Reversed. Reversed 7 of Coins and outcome. Outcome, we are having King of Swords in reversed position, even if we're gonna put it. Why? Sorry girls, none of these men are worth of mentioning. Okay, first, what he wants, we're having 7 of Cups. So we're having a thing here which is reflected on you. What does it mean? You see the castle in the sky, Cups, 7 of Cups, dreaming. He wants you to keep on dreaming about him. He wants you to be in love with him. He does not want you to see the situation clearly as it is, because we are having here the King of Swords. King of Swords doesn't like you to see situation as it is, especially if it was reversed. But I said, let me put him in upright position. He's already a tough guy. He wants you to be enchanted. He wants you to be sitting out there waiting for him. He wants you to believe his promises he's not gonna keep. He wants you to think you have relationship with him, you have the future with him. In fact, unfortunately, you do not. He kind of wants you to be in this fog, in this big pink fog of love, of erotic fantasies, of dreaming. This is Venus in Scorpio. Venus in Scorpio, sensuality. You feel butterflies in the stomach for this man. Naturally, of course, again, King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in Sun, Moon, or Rising. So he wants you to be dreaming of him, wanting him, needing him, emotionally dependent on him, believing him, seduced by him, so on and so on and so on. What he needs. Unfortunately, this is showing us almost exactly what I showed in a set of card number 2, I think it was. Nine of Swords. This king, especially if he was in reverse position, has fears, and he has fears, and he has doubts. And what he needs is you to be that, excuse me, my battery is always something. He wants you to be that, medicine for his fears and doubts. You dreaming him, you loving him, you wanting him to be the medicine for his wounds, for his doubts, for his fears. And he wants you to he needs you to fanatically believe in that dream. He really needs it. Unfortunately, we're having a heartless man here, and we're having heartless passion. He does have passion towards you, but this passion is heartless. It's love slash hate, and it's like when you suffer and you are in pain, he enjoys it. Why? Because it's because of him. It's like, oh, I want her to want me, I want her to need me, I want her to suffer because of me, I want her to want me. Not a good situation here. What he will offer, we are having the excuse me, what's going on with this phone? We are having the reversed 8 of Pentacles. Sorry girls, again, don't shoot a messenger. These are how the cards came out, and this is how I need to read them. Reversed Ace of Pentacles is being unable to bring those dreams which were at the beginning into a reality. He doesn't want to bring them into reality. He doesn't want to, and he doesn't really have this intention. So it tells you, please be careful with this man. There is these dreams, when they are not coming into real 3D dimension, they becoming routine, and you start to get tired of this. You start to get tired of being given promises which are not, realized. The things which, for example, he tells you, give me some time, we will spend beautiful weekend in, I don't know, Aruba, Jamaica. Ooh, I wanna take you to Bermuda, Bahamas, and then nothing happens, and someone gets sick, or his wife is home. He cannot speak with you because his mother-in-law came for a visit. It's just, unfortunately, you're also dealing with a man similar. This card is similar to four of Pentacles. Greedy man who is greedy towards not just money and physical possessions, but feelings and emotions. Of course, when we are dealing with the negative spread, it requires, of course, to look deeper into it and see what is the heck is going on. But we are having here false promises, we're having here unfulfilled dreams, we're having here intrigues, we're having here lies, we're having here lame excuses. Also, not a good perspective with this man, unfortunately. Again, I'm repeating myself. If none of it resonates, it's okay. But if you did choose it, if you did listen to it, just put a little mark in your head and pay attention to red flags. Pay attention if there are red flags, because when we are in love, we don't pay attention to nothing. This, my beautiful queens, everything I can tell you about this reading. If you need me, all the information under this video. So far, I'm saying goodbye to you. Namaste.